Hello everybody, welcome back once again to the Brawl for All Pro Wrestling Show. It's episode 35. I'm here with Jeff Crow once again. What's up, man?
Not a whole lot.
I was wanting to get C-Dub on here, but he was busy tonight, and as we know, Steven's been hard-pressed to get on, so just me and you again, man. Jeff and Jeff show. So what's up?
What? Chilling like a villain, ready to get this on and talk about some Battleground Raw.
Yeah, we're going to talk about Battleground here and make our predictions after we go through Raw, because Raw was pretty cool this week. In my opinion, one of the best all year, and you even said it on the text before we read any kind of news or anything, that it was one of the best Raws, and I was sitting there thinking too. Same thing. But we got notes to go over too, some news that I got, and go over Raw and then Battleground predictions. Pretty cool Raw this week. So what'd you think of Raw overall?
I thought it was pretty good. I think it was one of the best of the year, actually.
Definitely it was, in my opinion. Just because of they, tried some different stuff.
Yeah.
As we'll get
on
to.
The last two have been good, and this one was really good.
They had their spots that were boring, but
yeah,
we get on here, I love the way they've been doing this storyline with Brock.
Yeah, definitely.
They did a good job this time on his whole storyline, especially keeping that going from WrestleMania with him and Rollins, because you knew he'd have to come back pissed,
Right, and they really haven't got too physical with each other than Brock suplexed them a few times.
No, but you just can't wait for this match. They've built it up that good. You don't want to see a lot of contact.
No, they had a beat down, and then
he had a couple suplexes on Rollins.
And Rock got beat down, but
no, we've seen nothing close to like a match.
No.
So that's what's so cool about it.
Yeah.
And, we'll go through Raw here, but, Rollins is on his own, too, which is pretty interesting.
Yep.
So we'll get on to all that. But Raw kicked off with Brock and Heyman coming out. Heyman just talked up Brock for this Sunday's Battleground and talked about how it's going to be interesting with Brock entering as a challenger, which I actually think that's pretty interesting, too, because we've never really seen him go in as a challenger for the belt, except for the time that he won it,
Yeah.
So it is kind of different. But just for like a Battleground or something like that, it's pretty neat. Definitely the best Battleground they've ever had.
Oh, yeah. It's probably this is up on par with like a SummerSlam or...
It is. It's going to be hard to beat this out on SummerSlam, in my opinion. Yeah, can they keep this going?
I don't know. I think they'll keep a lot of these feuds going. I think they got some new ones probably brewing, but...
I didn't see anything on the ratings this week either and seeing if they hiked it up or not.
I seen the ratings were... they were going against the Home Run Derby.
Oh, so they weren't that great again?
Yeah.
But probably better than they've been.
Still pretty decent, but for going against the Home Run Derby, which I could care less about.
Oh, yeah, but Todd Frazier did get a WWE belt after he won the Home Run Derby.
Yeah.
So that was one of my notes, just to throw it in there.
Yep.
So congrats to Todd Frazier from the Little League World Series to the Home Run champ.
Yeah,
don't know much about him, but...
I was like, who is Todd Frazier?
He was drilling the ball, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, he got a WWE belt, though. And he was in the Little League World Series they showed. That's cool.
I heard something about the WWE didn't have anything to do with the belt. I don't know.
I don't know. All I know is I seen that he got a belt, so...
Yeah.
It's like, that's what I was going to say, so every time somebody wins something important, are they going to give them the belt?
I think so.
They were giving everybody. Did they give the Golden State Warriors the belt?
Yeah.
They did, yeah.
Yeah, they gave him a belt.
All right, so on to that. He kept talking up Sunday's event, and then Rollins came out with the Big Red Machine Cane. He said he can't wait for Sunday to wipe that smile off of Brock's face. He talked about being mad about him busting up that car last week, which was so hilarious. He talked about him being mad about acting like it's his trophy that he destroyed the car, and said that, he doesn't like him acting like he's everything that's right about WWE, and says Brock is a criminal and a vandal, and says he'll burn Suplex City to the ground Sunday, which was funny.
He said that about 1 million times.
Yeah, he said that's like his over and over deal right there, saying he's going to burn Suplex City to the ground. He said that last week, too, is what I thought.
I know. He said, come with some little...
Hey, but what we said is, you remember we said that we wish Brock would at least say something? He grabbed the mic and says, he grabbed the mic and says, I could take you to Suplex City tonight, bitch.
I cracked up.
Oh, that was a good one. At least they let him say a couple words like we were saying last week. Because I listened to last week's episode like I usually do today before we go into this one. We were saying that last week. I said I wish they'd let Brock say a few words. So
Yeah, so it'd be like get Big Papa Pump grabbing the mic and Pretty much was.
Yeah, I don't know if that was scripted or not, but Kane says to keep calm, and they'll have a contract signing at the end of the night for the WWE World Heavyweight title, and he started insinuating a threat, and Heyman called out Kane on possibly, threatening Lesnar like he didn't want to do that, and talked Brock conquering Kane's brother, Undertaker, so that was interesting, which we have some notes on him later, and says there'll be a contract signing, but if Rollins breaks the 11th commandment, that chaos will ensue instead of peace. So that was a pretty cool opening segment. A lot to note down, so a little confusing, but
it was
if
good.
you watch the segment itself, I mean, Heyman did a good job, and bringing up Taker was interesting.
Yeah, that was interesting.
Kane's been getting mad up too lately, like Rollins brings up his family, and it just seems something's going on there. I guess we can talk about it now, but there are rumors, that Undertaker may be coming back with an early return, and he may be competing at SummerSlam and possibly return Sunday at Battleground in St. Louis, so that's the rumor right now. I'm not going to take it for 100, but that would be interesting, and I'm just wondering, how they would use him Sunday.
That's why I texted you during Raw. I was thinking I'd text you something about Undertaker coming back.
I mean, I could see it happening, and they did get some pictures of him training, and he looks pretty good. And they said he looks a lot better than he has in the past few, appearances. So
yeah,
it is interesting. And they did talk about, I seen on WrestleZone.com that I was on, that they showed a promo for WrestleMania 32, and they had the gong go off, and then it, showed Taker's picture, a close-up of him, and it was clearly like an ad for Taker competing at WrestleMania 32, so they're already, hyping that up. So could he be training for that, or could he be training for the early comeback? I don't know, it's hard to say.
Yeah, it could be both. I mean, it might be better for him to come back early so he ain't got that ring rust, and he's
yeah,
like he does every.
Because that was bad at Mania. He had bad ring rust. But also the rumor is that at Mania 32, they're thinking about having him take on Kevin Owens.
Yeah, that'd be sweet.
That'd be a good match in my opinion, because Owens, he could keep up with Owens.
Yeah, that'd be a good match.
I think Owens and Wyatt would be a hell of a match.
That would be too. Yeah, I mean,
they could be a hell of a team, really.
Yeah, they kind of built the same almost.
Yeah.
He's a little bit slimmer. But I don't know. They're about the same, actually, really.
Yeah, I mean, they could be a hell of a team, really, if they could break Wyatt out of that gimmick somehow. I don't know if they want to.
No, I think they're still pushing it for... They still need to do more. Like I said, we've been talking about theatrical stuff. Like, they did that, was it last week?
Yeah, with him coming out and it wasn't him.
Right.
Yeah, that was cool.
They need to do more stuff like that if they're going to keep this gimmick up.
They do, and I mean, I could see them, kind of tapering off of the whole Taker angle and making him more of, a legit, just regular guy. I don't know why, but I just see them kind of maybe wanting to do that.
Yeah.
I don't know if they want him to take that Undertaker spot or not.
It's going to be really hard to take that spot.
Right. It's like he's trying to step in his shadow.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to take somebody.
Like we said, Baron Corbin would be interesting in that kind of a role.
Yeah. I mean,
somebody like that.
There's a few guys coming up that could be, but
I mean, Wyatt's a hell of a talent, and they could use him for sure. But I just don't know. I mean, I like his dark side gimmick, but it's just like, it's been forever now, and it's not really going anywhere.
No,
I mean, I really didn't care for the Reigns-Wyatt feud that much.
No. But they almost have been using him like the Undertaker.
Yeah.
Just his gimmick alone, puts him over, and he doesn't really have to win the matches a lot of times. I mean,
it just seems like he's lost. Like, I know, it's like they don't have him in any kind of title match or anything. He doesn't need to win because he's not going after any kind of title. He just kind of messes with people, so...
Right.
All right, well, moving on from that, Orton and Ryback took on Sheamus and Big Show, and Ryback pinned Sheamus after the old top rope splash. But just to note right now, Ryback is reportedly out of Battleground with that staph infection in his knee. I just seen this right before we went on air here, so that's interesting that the old Ryback, Big Show, and Miz match will not even be for the IC title, so...
Yeah,
kind of sucks.
Stay off the top rope or something.
He needs to quit coming off the top rope, man. Staph infection. Jeez. So, I mean, I really got nothing to say about that. Orton and Sheamus should have a nice slugfest.
Yeah. But hopefully Ryback gets healed up. That's not a stat.
It won't be that long, week or two.
It can be nasty, but they caught it early, so that's
yeah. Good. And like you said, I don't know if he had this. He might have had something like this before. Like, I don't know.
I'm almost thinking when he may have broke his leg, I mean, he may have gotten a staph infection, but I'm not positive.
I don't know, correct us if I'm wrong, but I think I heard something like that too, but who knows. But yeah, he's out for Sunday reportedly, so well, I don't know what the reports are for, like, if they're just going to have Big Show take on Miz. I would say so.
Probably, yeah.
Number one contender.
Yeah.
They could do that.
Could do.
So we'll have to, like, pick a winner for the match, but, like, scratch Ryback off of it, and if that match doesn't happen, I don't know.
I don't know what they'll do.
Rollins and Kane argued backstage over Kane not protecting him booking this contract signing. And Kane said, don't worry, that he had a plan. And Rollins said, like last week, that won't work, you know, if that was plan was like last week. And Kane said, if he keeps it up, it won't work. So that was kind of weird. I don't know what Kane's plan was, but I guess the same kind of thing, like ambushing him.
Yeah, it didn't work.
You just knew that something was going to happen. Ambrose Wyatt had a match, and Reigns attacked Wyatt from behind during his entrance, and he threw around Wyatt for a while, and they ended up Superman punching Wyatt in the ring, and Wyatt hit Reigns with that lantern, but Reigns just got pissed pacing around the ring like that lantern didn't even faze him. They're like, he hit him with that lantern! That just made him mad.
Yeah. When pissed off Samoan.
So you didn't even get a match here, so.
No, and I thought it was stupid even having Ambrose against Wyatt again.
You know, what's Ambrose doing now, too? He's like, Ambrose...
Yeah, he's stuck, too.
Like, yeah, it's like, what are these guys going to do? They're just stuck in limbo. It was funny, they had Ambrose and Wyatt together because, like, they have nothing for these guys.
No.
Other than the Reigns feud.
It's kind of good because that means the rest of the roster is pretty much, you know, getting a lot better to where they got some good, like quite a few good superstars
that they can just toss in there.
Yeah, I mean the whole show, you know, like it was back where, you know, every match, you know, there was superstars.
I just think creative doesn't have anything for like Ambrose right now. They should throw him in like IC or the U.S. title hunt.
Yeah, he gets mixed fan. Sometimes they get huge pops.
He got a good pop Monday.
Yeah, and sometimes he doesn't. I don't know. It's just.
But it's just weird that he went from like the world title picture and now he's just doing nothing. Like.
Yeah.
Not even involved in the title picture.
No.
Him and Brock would be interesting.
Yeah.
If he got thrown.
Reunite the Shield. I mean,
they've got to take that Street Fighter gear off of him though. Like, get him in some actual wrestling gear or something.
Yeah,
hard to take him serious.
Like I said, put the Shield back together.
Yeah. Do you like that attire?
No,
I don't either. Terry Funk meets like it's just Street Fight attire.
Yeah, him and
dressed like Roddy Piper. I don't know.
Him and Luke Harper.
Yeah. Harper, he's just going nowhere now since Rowan got injured, so I didn't even see him.
Yeah.
What are they going to do with him?
I don't know.
Put him back with Wyatt? I mean, that's about the only plausible thing to do, in my opinion.
I think they should. But...
All right, well, moving on from that, we had the best segment of the night. The Bellas and Fox came out, which are Team Bella now, I guess they're calling them. Nikki talked her reign of champion as the definition of fearless, and that she is the total diva. And what I thought about that is how about, Dana Brooke, doesn't she call herself the total diva?
Yeah.
So I thought that was weird. I'm like, what's Dana Brooke going to come out here? No, that didn't happen, but something else did. She talked Team Bella being unstoppable and says they make the rules in the division. And then old Stephanie McMahon came out and talked Nikki talking like she owns WWE and she's not the one that owns it, Stephanie is. And says there hasn't been the competition there could be. And says that it's time to make a change in the Divas division right now. But she won't do it alone. And she announced the first diva trying to make a difference is Paige. So you pretty much knew Paige was one of them. But then they announced old Becky Lynch.
Yeah.
She came running out like the Ultimate Warrior. And then they announced Charlotte. And then we had a little bit of a twist here. Naomi and Tamina came out talking about getting their chance and announced their partner, Sasha Banks. So that was a little mix-up. I didn't expect 3. Stephanie said she set the table of opportunity and now she wants to see who's going to take it. Brawl broke out and it ended up with Team Bella all in submission from the 3 new NXT Divas. There was "This is awesome" chants. It was pretty cool. The Bellas retreated as Team Paige and Team Sasha stared each other down in the ring. I don't know. That was just a badass segment all around. I'm so glad they moved up Charlotte, Sasha, and Becky Lynch, surprisingly.
Yeah, I mean, I figured that they could put her up there after that match.
Yeah, you said it last week. You said Becky Lynch last week, and we've been saying that for weeks now, that they need to bring up the NXT Divas to make it interesting. Yeah. And then we said last week that that'd be perfect to bring some of these girls in.
We called it pretty much. Right?
Yeah, we did.
You could see it come, kind of.
I'm sure a lot of people saw it coming. I mean, I think even C-Dub said last week that he had heard something about it.
Yeah, because if they were going to go with this whole, give Divas a chance, they had to do something like this.
And I like how they had Steph kind of play off of that whole deal.
Yeah, so it was awesome.
It was a badass segment, man. That's what made Raw cool as hell.
Now the Divas division actually worth watching.
Yes, it is. And it's weird they had Sasha come up with the belt.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like Owens. They're going to feature the champions on Raw.
I wonder, yeah. I mean, maybe she'll end up dropping it. Maybe probably to Dana Brooke, something. I don't know.
I see a 3-way, I guess a 9-team. I don't know. What would they call this if they had all 3 teams go at each other? A 3-way dance or something like that at Battleground? Because they haven't announced any Divas matches. So I could see not a 6-man, but I guess you'd call it a 9-man tag.
9, yeah. I don't know what they call it.
A 9 diva tag or whatever. If they had all 3 of these teams go at it in like a 1-fall tag match, I could see something like that. Or I don't know what they would do.
It'll be. I mean, I'm sure they'll come up with something good.
They haven't announced anything, so I was wondering about that.
But the matches will be good. And
what'd you think of Naomi and Tamina getting Sasha? I mean, I didn't see that coming, really.
No, I didn't either. I mean, Naomi's good. And then Tamina, I don't know. She's just kind of...
not a fan.
No.
She's riding her dad's coattails big time.
Yeah. They need to replace her with somebody that can wrestle.
How come Bayley... I guess Bayley got shunned because she just got that injury. I was thinking to myself, she probably was going to be in one of these spots.
Yeah, she could have been.
But held herself back due to that injury.
I think they'll end up replacing Tamina eventually.
Well, at least they left one diva left to call up.
Yeah,
so
they need some down there still.
Dana Brooke will be up there soon.
Yeah.
Especially since they called that out. I thought that was weird that she is the total diva.
Yeah.
That's just something for people to think about. Okay, so going on from that badass segment, if you got nothing else.
Emma was looking pretty good back down in NXT. So.
Yeah, her new attitude's really good.
Yeah.
So she needed that big time. I hated that whole, Evolution thing from day one, so.
Well, coming out with the old...
Oh, I hated that. I didn't like that.
No.
We had the New Day come out and talk trash on Atlanta, staying positive. He said they're 100% positive they'll beat the Primetime Players at Battleground to win back the titles. They got a New Day Rock Sucks chant going. I guess that's what you'd call it. The Primetime Players and Mark Henry hit the ring for the 6-man. So we had New Day versus the Primetime Players and Mark Henry, and we had Primetime Players and Henry win. And they had Mark Henry do the dance after he got the pin, because he got the big splash pin or something, didn't he?
Yeah.
I kind of missed that part, but you keyed me in that he did the dance and everything, so.
Yeah. I'm just hoping he stays face for more than a week.
Yeah, they don't know what to do with Mark Henry. I think he gets injured so easily, they can't really throw him into any good spot.
Oh, he'll turn heel on him next week or something.
Well, let's put him back in the red singlet and have him be the Kool-Aid Man again.
They're going to turn him heel and add him to the New Day.
That'd be sweet.
It would. It could happen.
What if they just turned the PTPers totally and just had them all join up as one big faction?
Henry would be good to add to him, but...
Yeah, a new nation, and some kind of Nation of Domination would be cool right now. Yeah. It'd be too controversial, though, in my opinion, for them to even try.
I think the 3 are good enough.
Not in the PG era.
Especially being the tag champs. I don't know. They could have a little stable. I mean, they may start some stables up. We'll see. We've talked about a couple, but...
Yeah.
I don't know if they want to go with that many. That'd be, kind of...
Yeah, that'd be too many guys.
Yeah.
Okay, so I like the New Day, though. So on from that, we had King Barrett and R-Truth Truth won with the lie detector. And how come they keep having Barrett and Truth every week?
I'm not
And
sure.
they're going to have him at the pay-per-view, too. They announced it for the pre-show. But he went under the ring and pulled out his old King What's Up attire. And he put it on and walked out all king-like. And Barrett looked on all pissed off. So, keeping that going. But I don't know why they have to keep having them take on each other every week.
Yeah, it's I don't know. Like we said, the King in the Ring thing just...
What a joke.
Yeah.
R-Truth's better than Barrett.
I know, he is.
Still
Should have
holding.
had him win it.
Oh, he pulled out TL Hopper's plunger again, too.
Yeah, should have had him win King in the Ring.
They should have. I mean, he's better than Barrett at the role.
Yeah, I mean, Barrett could be good at the role, but...
They just don't care.
No, I mean, they could have went... I don't know.
He just
I don't
got...
know what happened with that.
Everything that he does just gets flatlined, it seems like, after a few weeks. That Bad News Barrett gimmick was the best.
It was, and then...
Stop letting him do anything. It was ridiculous.
They just...
This King Barrett thing's got to go.
Yeah.
I don't see how much longer it can last.
No, they've already ruined it, so...
How about the next spot, Cena versus Rusev? Rusev actually back in action. He cut a promo saying he's the greatest U.S. champ ever, and he wouldn't have lost the title if not for Lana. And USA is the reason he broke her boyfriend, Dolph Ziggler, just like he's going to break Cena. Then they had Owens come out saying no one's going to beat him for the U.S. title but him, so tonight he gets his match, and at Battleground, he gets his rematch. Rusev got pissed about that decision, and he dissed Owens. Owens got a good comeback, though, saying something about, like, sticking it up his Chernobyl or something like that. It was funny.
He made fun of the way he was
Didn't
talking.
he call him, Rusev call him a foreign something?
I don't know, but... yeah, he called him Rusev called him a...
It didn't make sense
French
because...
American. I don't know what it was. It made no sense, really.
No, because... I'm
and
getting
he made
big.
fun of him for saying it.
Yeah, he called him something, like the foreign...
French American.
Yeah, like, it's funny because Rusev's the foreign one.
Yeah, and Owens actually made fun of him for saying it.
Yeah, and then Cesaro came right out, and Brawl, like, immediately ensued between Rusev, Owens, and Cesaro over Face and Cena. Cena just looked on from the outside of the ring. He announced after the break that we're going to have a triple threat between Rusev, Owens, and Cesaro for a shot at Cena tonight. I can't remember who the hell announced it. Oh, yeah, we came back from the break, and that they said the Authority called the match during the break with the stipulation. You remember that?
Yeah.
I forgot. Yeah, but then we had Rusev, Owens, and Cesaro on a triple threat. Actually, Owens walked out in mid-match claiming, "I'll see you Sunday." I thought it was funny. Match continued between Cesaro and Rusev got the win in a pretty damn good match. No! Yeah, he did get the win, didn't he?
Yeah, he got the win.
Okay, but then they had Rusev and John Cena for the U.S. title after that, and Owens ran in. This is where I got confused, because I have Owens running in and breaking up the Accolade to cause the DQ and said no one has taken that title but him. So, it was the match right after that Rusev got screwed. So Rusev did win the Cesaro match.
Yeah, and like I said, I didn't understand that booking with them having Cena get put in the Accolade again.
Yeah, make him look like
he was almost out. That's like, and
Rusev had just been through a grueling match.
Cena was fresh, so I don't.
Yeah, you called that because, like, I remember that because, like, right after they had a grueling match, they had Cena, almost get tapped out. It didn't make any sense.
No.
If anything, Rusev should have been the weaker of the two.
Yeah, I don't know.
They had to do something for Owens to get back in there.
Yeah,
that was funny though. When
I would have rather seen him have Lana come out and distract Rusev or something.
He'll see you Sunday.
Yeah.
I'm done. I'll see you Sunday.
Yeah.
I don't need this. Dude, they have Owens acting hilarious.
Which was smart. Yeah.
Well, right, but it's still funny that he even tried to get in the match.
The way he's good.
Okay. So,
he's good on stick, actually.
That was a hell of a spot there, though, in my opinion.
Yeah.
So, that's another good spot on Raw. Then we had the Tough Enough competitors come out on stage. Wow, what a blow-off. Lita come out and introduce the cast, and I don't think anybody was really interested.
No.
And just to speak of Tough Enough, I guess Corey Graves went on Twitter and just trashed Tough Enough. on a bunch of tweets.
Really?
Yeah, and also USA is real disappointed in the ratings and in just the whole outline of the show, the way it's set up.
Yeah,
I haven't been watching it, so I was going to get your comment on that.
Yeah, the way it's set up, it's just...
Yeah, USA just doesn't like the format.
No, I mean, they got them all there live, but then they just go back and show, pre-recorded stuff that was going on, that's been going on, that they've already taped, obviously. And
right.
It's just the whole format, it's kind of... I don't like... I mean, they got the judges up there with... I mean... It's stupid they got the judges, but then the fans actually vote.
So the judges really aren't doing anything?
No, they basically ask them some questions. And
I seen Hogan claiming ZZ reminded him of Dusty.
Yeah.
Wow.
And Hogan, I mean, they had a promo, like a little promo challenge where they all did a promo.
Yeah. That's not how you do it, brother.
The black dude, Patrick, won, but Hogan was claiming that his was the worst on there.
But it was the best.
But he won it. And he's like, he hasn't showed me anything new.
I think Corey Graves said something about Patrick not cutting a good promo.
Yeah. I mean, I think he's one of the top guys that maybe could win it. Mm-hmm. Just because, I mean, he knows a lot about business, really.
Hey, did you see that? I was going to say this before we got any farther. Did you see the fans were upset with the spots being called out during the Cesaro and Cena match?
No,
Remember how we talked there? I don't know, I think last week or something, we were talking about how the spots were just being yelled out there.
Yeah.
Well, I guess there was a bunch of fans claiming, they were upset with the spots being called out during the Cesaro Cena match that week before.
Oh, well.
Last week. And we even talked about that.
Yeah. But, I mean, they do need to watch that, but in all reality, everybody knows that it's all choreographed and...
Yeah.
So...
They could do a better job at covering it up, though, but...
They could.
I wanted to get that out there before we got on, but yeah, back to Tough Enough, I mean, I just don't see that format as a winning format.
No, I don't know if they were trying to show how they actually, do a match or, as far as calling it or...
Yeah.
I don't know what they're trying to do there. They're purposely doing it, or the guys are just getting a little careless.
Well, it seems like people aren't tuning into this.
But they do have a lot of new guys working with veterans, so, they're probably going to have that where they're...
Yeah, Corey Graves was saying stuff like, and this is the future of WWE, stuff like that.
No, I think it'll get better once they get these guys to actually be up on the main roster and wrestle. A lot of the guys who... It seems like they're coming up and wrestling guys that they've never wrestled before, so...
Yeah. I can't remember which girl, but I guess at the tapings today, one of the girls got injured and sent off, carried off with a big old heavy brace on or whatever on her ankle or leg. So I guess one of the girls is done, so we'll see what happens there. But yeah, not good news on the old Tough Enough all around.
No, it's...
I'd have rather seen the old format.
Yeah. I didn't read who was injured at.
Yeah. It's one of the chick. I just read it.
Let's see, there's a few left.
I read it right before I got on here, so.
They ain't necessarily. Gabby got kicked off this week.
Yeah, so I'll have to get on there and report it next week on who was injured.
Yeah.
Then we had the old Stardust promo backstage seemingly calling out a hero, and one by one these heroes will fall, and a new star will rise, and said embrace the strange. I'm thinking Stephen Amell, the Green Arrow, is who he's talking about, because they've been wanting to do this whole Green Arrow thing with Stephen Amell.
Yeah.
And he actually cut his first WWE-style promo and talked about facing Stardust at SummerSlam, so I think it's going to happen.
Yeah, I think the whole Dusty thing slowed that up.
Yeah, and I guess that Cody and his wife were upset at fans' reactions that he didn't return as Cody Rhodes, and try to ride his dad's coattails now that he died.
Yeah, let him do what he wants.
Yeah, I had no problem with him coming back as Stardust. I see what he's trying to do. You don't want to try to live off your dad.
No, and especially if he's got a feud with, what's his name coming up, possibly.
Right. I just wish they'd use him better, that's all.
Yeah.
So we had Stardust take on Neville, and Stardust got the roll up with a handful of tights. So, like we said, Stardust back in action. Got the win over Neville.
Yep.
So I do see the whole Green Arrow thing getting set up in weeks to come. Glad to see him back.
Yeah.
So, and yeah, I gotta say, I agree with them, you know, thinking that's wrong for people to say he should be, like, living off his dad now. And I don't think that's how Dusty would have wanted him to do it.
No.
Rollins came out with Kane for the old contract signing. Rollins said he was sick of them showing the footage of Brock destroying the J&J Security's car all night, and said he wants to show footage of the destruction he's capable of. And they showed the beatdown of Brock from a couple weeks back. Said he gives his word that he is not afraid of Lesnar, and this Sunday he will be victorious at Battleground and stand as the WWE champion. So Brock and Heyman came out. Lesnar approached the signing table. Brock sat down. Rollins sat down. Heyman says ever since he betrayed the Shield, ever since he sold his soul, he's wanted to see someone get their hands on him. And he said the fans want to see somebody get their hands on him. And ever since he broke the 11th commandment, Brock's wanted to get his hands on him. All the pressure is on Rollins. Everyone's paying to see Rollins get his ass kicked, he said. And says this Sunday he is going to get his ass kicked. Which I thought was funny. And he said he is going to Suplex City via Brock Lesnar. So that was hilarious, man, in my opinion.
Heyman's good on there.
Oh, yeah. Heyman also told Rollins to get his hands on the table. That was funny. And Rollins says he has no plan. Brock shoved the table and pulled the axe handle out. That I guess Rollins had an axe handle under there going to use it. He sat down and placed the handle right in front of Rollins, and Rollins came up all scared and grabbed it, but Brock flipped the table into Kane and Rollins. The brawl broke out. Rollins and Kane got the control and beat Lesnar down, and Kane laid out Brock with steel steps. And they went to pedigree him on the steps, but Brock reversed it. And then Kane tried a chokeslam, but Brock reversed it and F5'd Kane. Then Brock smashed Kane's leg between each side of the steps. He laid his leg on there and took the other side and just crushed it. Brock got in the ring and grabbed the WWE belt, and his music hit. And then Brock walked out with Heyman showing Kane hurting on the ground as Rollins slowly walked back in the ring. And he started throwing stuff around, all the furniture in there and the table and stuff, and says that he'll beat the Beast. And he yelled at Kane, talking about, is this your plan that you had? And said he was a disappointment and it's all on him. And he kicks Kane's leg as he walked out. So Rollins is all alone, I guess. You know, and then he was all gloating as Raw went off the air. So
he did mention he's gonna beat the one in 21-1.
Yeah, see, I didn't even get all the stuff that he said wrote down, but did he say that?
Yeah.
So that's interesting.
Yep.
It's interesting that they, took out Kane and J&J, so he has nobody to watch his back now. So you got to think something's gonna happen there.
Yeah.
So overall, I thought that was a badass Raw, really.
Yeah, it was.
Letting Lesnar get his payback pretty much on Kane, just breaking his ankle. And yeah, WWE is reporting that Kane has shattered his ankle and he is out indefinitely, I must report.
Interesting.
So that's why I said he's all alone now.
Yeah.
Because got his leg shattered.
Yeah, if the Undertaker comes back Sunday, it could be.
We didn't mention that Rusev was wearing boots too in his match.
Yep.
So we must note that, which was a good deal.
Yeah.
We noted earlier, last week that he had boots on, but he actually wrestled in them. I thought they looked pretty good, really.
Yeah, like I said, wearing amateur style wrestling boots is perfect for him.
Yeah, and the look hasn't really hurt him at all, in my opinion. It looks cool. So
yeah.
It's going to be a lot safer with a guy that size.
Yeah.
I thought it was crazy them letting him go barefoot anyway. So.
Yeah, plus after he broke it, if you land on it wrong again with no boots on,
okay.
Break again.
Yeah, so now Raw was pretty badass, so you want to get on to the news and notes, and then we'll do the Battleground predictions. So taking a break from WWE for a while, did you see that Combat Zone Wrestling signed a major pay-per-view distribution deal, which is interesting? I'm kind of glad that Combat Zone actually has a major pay-per-view deal. It's good for any of the companies to get something like that going.
Yeah.
Be nice to see him pick up a TV spot, but who knows? I don't know if you've ever heard of Combat Zone, but they've been around for a while now.
I've heard about it, but I've never really.
I heard they're trying to get more mainstream and less, ultra violent as they were in the past. A lot of blood and guts going on there for a while, but I think they're trying to get more mainstream.
ECW.
Yeah, the name's out there, though, so they're using it. Cena says that his life is with WWE in an interview with MTV UK when he was asked about, like, leaving WWE for a career in movies, so I thought that was interesting. I don't think Cena's going anywhere.
No.
Keep working them WWE movies.
Yeah.
Films. Did you see Piper address the Austin controversy on his recent podcast? I didn't listen to it, but I guess if you go listen to his recent podcast, he addressed the whole deal that we talked about last week with him in Austin, so...
I have not.
Give props to Piper for addressing it, really.
Yeah. I'll have to listen to it.
Yeah. Global Force is going to feature 4 divisions, they announced. They're going to have a Global Champ, which is their World Heavyweight Champ. They're going to have a Global Force Women's Champ, Tag Champ, and a Global Force Next Gen Champion, which is going to be like for younger stars to get exposure.
Are they trying to do like an NXT deal?
I don't know. It's going to be called the Next Gen Champion. Next generation, but next gen.
NXT.
So they're going to have a tourney in Vegas for all these belts, I guess, they announced too.
That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, so I hope Global Force gets off the ground, really. I'd like to see them and TNA partner up, really, and make just one big company.
Yeah, I mean, if they get a good deal, they could sign some pretty good stars, I imagine.
Right. Going on from that, did you hear about the Alberto El Patron deal that he no-showed that Lone Star Championship Wrestling benefit show busting for autism in Pasadena, Texas? He didn't show up for the main event match, which is Alberto Del Rio. He never gave an explanation for his absence for a day or so, and they were really concerned on his whereabouts, but I guess since he said that he had personal problems and he's fine at home, so I'm glad to hear that he's okay.
Yeah.
But I guess the personal problems prevented him from... But that was big news for a couple days there on El Patron. People thought, we didn't know what happened to him. So, pretty crazy deal there. Huh?
Maybe people thought he signed somewhere else or something.
No, I think they thought he may have died or something. Because he didn't show up for the main event and nobody knew where he was.
Cartel got him.
The guy that ran the whole event put out a statement claiming he was concerned for him.
And drugs. Cartel probably got him.
He said he seemed to have disappeared. I guess he just didn't keep in touch with him. I don't know.
He was holed up in his house. Cartel.
Lucha Underground got him. Because they have that whole storyline, Oh, man. Owens and Balor are going to main event the Brooklyn NXT TakeOver special that we talked about, SummerSlam weekend. I guess in a rematch for their belt. I haven't watched NXT the last few weeks. Have they been talking about this? Or
no, not that I've seen. I'll check it out this week and see if they mention it.
Well, I guess they got a few weeks till SummerSlam, so.
Yeah, they just still had after in Tokyo, so.
Yeah, because they're like a week behind on taping, I think.
Right.
Did you see that Angle underwent successful neck surgery? So big props to Angle.
Yep.
Made it through another one. I want to see him back in there quick.
Yeah. He won't slow down until he can't wrestle at all.
No, that's just a little update on that tumor he had, or whatever that was, on his spine.
Went good, and he's hopefully be back soon.
Yeah, and speaking of surgeries, Bruno Sammartino is also back at home doing well after that little back surgery that he had to undergo. You remember he was in the hospital for like a month?
Yeah.
I guess he's back at home doing good, which I am glad to announce.
Yep.
Glad to hear. Gotta love the living legend, the Bruno.
Yeah.
Did you see Tatsumi Fujinami and J.J. Dillon reportedly have signed WWE Legends deals? Tatsumi Fujinami, kind of cool for WWE to get him. He could be like an ambassador for Japan.
Yeah, I think that's one of the main reasons, too.
Yeah, I think that's why they did it.
They did so well in Tokyo. That was...
Yeah, and who's more deserving? Tatsumi Fujinami was a hell of a talent, so he's pretty deserving of getting it. And J.J. Dillon, ex-manager of the Four Horsemen, whatnot.
Yeah.
Been in a lot of creative groups and backstage, agent, whatever.
He can be some definitely help.
Yep, a lot of experience there. So that was cool. Did you see that the NXT star Elias Sampson, I've seen him a couple times kind of jobbing out. I guess he was testing out some kind of country music gimmick at the live events for NXT, so be on the lookout for Elias Sampson as a country music star. Taking over Jeff Jarrett's boots or what?
Could be.
You gotta have Tennessee Lee come out with him.
Guitar.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's Elias Sampson.
Yeah, the guitar.
Oh, Jesus. They said he had a guitar and stuff.
Cross between Honky Tonk Man and Jeff Jarrett.
Do you know Elias Sampson? I've seen him on there. He looks kind of like a Native American.
Huh.
Yeah. Bayley returned to NXT action in Jacksonville, Florida after that broken hand. So I'm pretty sure, like we announced, that's why it kept her off the Raw debut. I could see them bringing her up if not for that.
Yeah.
But glad
keep down there for a little bit longer rehab and work some good matches down there.
Good luck to her, though, and I'm glad to see her back.
Yep.
Did you see Justin Gabriel said that he quit because he couldn't wait any longer on getting called up? And he said Triple H said he'd make him wait ages before he's allowed back in WWE because he didn't like how he quit over the phone.
Yeah,
I thought that was interesting.
Not good for him.
Gabriel's in GFW, though.
Yeah, I think he could do good in some upstart promotions.
I'm going to make you wait ages before you get back in the WWE, buddy. You just cooked your goose, bro.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Trips.
Yeah. Maven. Old Maven Huffman is going to be returning to the ring July 19th at Kurt Hawkins Creative Pro Wrestling School. 4th live event. So, Brian Myers, a.k.a. Kurt Hawkins, bringing Maven back.
Maven.
Time for another run. I guess he's not working Home Shopping Network anymore. Because isn't that what he left for the first time?
I don't know what the hell he left for.
He was on.
I thought he was going to be on some reality show.
I remember him being on QVC or HSN.
Yeah, I thought he was on another reality show for something.
Oh boy, Maven. He could have been promising if he would have stuck it out.
Yeah.
Big Show stood up, like we've been saying. He stood up for WWE wrongful death suits that have been going on. He told all the talents to accept their responsibility as a talent. Which we've been saying that too. Like, you go in there, you know the risks.
Yeah.
So you're going to come back and file a wrongful death suit like, Doink the Clown did?
Yeah, come on.
Matt Bourne.
You know what you're getting into.
Yeah, and how could they be responsible for Doink's death?
No.
I mean, he wrestled tons of promotions before that and after.
Yeah.
I mean...
Come on.
I agree with Big Show, though. You got to accept your responsibility.
Yeah.
You know the risks going in.
You just don't get into it expecting not to eventually get an injury or something could bad happen.
Right. I'm just sick of seeing these guys all jumping on the bandwagon, really.
I'm just trying to get money.
Yeah. CM Punk. This one you might be able to help me with. He has been shooting. He said he is shooting for a December debut in the UFC. So do you have anything on that?
I just think he could have a possible opponent. And if he's on Twitter and seen the little UFC fan fest event during the UFC 189 event over the weekend, he was shown messing with CM Punk.
Yeah, that'd be Matt Hughes.
Yep, and Punk is going to be fighting at 170 at welterweight, and they said he will be fighting a name.
Well, that'd be cool if they could do Hughes and Punk, but it'd just be weird for, like, his first match to go against a Hall of Famer.
Yeah, but he's done stuff like that before.
Yeah, you never know. It'd be a good matchup, I guess.
It all depends if they both thought it would be a decent match.
Yeah, we'll have to see what happens there, but, I mean, it would be
cool.
They
had input from Matt, whether he thinks it's going to be good or not.
Yeah, I would like to find out.
Yeah, I tried.
Yeah, hopefully find out more on that. But it's cool to see that he's going to shoot for a December. I mean, it's a long time since he signed.
Yeah.
Already.
And I think around December, it may be close to UFC 200, so they could pull off something like that.
Yes.
I mean, that would be a big fight. They would both make a lot of money.
That'd be a nice coup for WWE.
Yeah.
Did you see that? Go ahead.
Pay-per-view, it would be big time, probably. Depends.
Yeah, because you'd have Punk's
first.
I
mean, they'll throw some other good matches on there too. Fights.
Yeah, you would have Matt's return and Punk's first fight if you did that. So.
And Cormier, I'm not sure when he's going to defend his belt.
I don't know if they want to throw Punk right into the main event though, but you never know. I guess they did it with Brock.
No, he could be the co-main event.
Yeah, but they did it with Brock though. So.
Yep.
Did you see GFW Global Force? I forgot to note this. Their show's going to be called AMP. So it looks like they've got a TV show in the works here. Being at their tapings, it's going to be called GFW Amped. So.
Oh, that's good news.
Yeah, at least they got a name for it.
Yeah.
Amped, Impact. I mean, what are they going to come up with next? It's almost like TNA Part 2. Like, I don't know.
I know.
Version 2. Did you see that Vince reportedly told JR he was hesitant to give Gail Kim a try due to her race? She said it was nothing I'm really surprised at concerning Vince McMahon, and said yes, it's in poor taste, but it's his character. So I guess she wasn't real upset with the whole deal, but I guess it broke out that JR, reportedly Vince told JR that he was hesitant to give her a chance because of her race. So I thought that was interesting to note. Gail Kim, not mad about it though. So
yeah, she's making money. Married to what's his name?
Gail Kim, who's she married to?
Damn it! Now I got a brain fart.
I don't even know who Gail Kim's married to.
The guy off Restaurant Impossible. He's a chef.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, the big sumbitch. Damn it! What's his name? I'll think of it sometime.
I don't know. I didn't know that.
Yeah, I mean, he's a big-time chef on Food Network and everything.
Wow.
He's British, too.
Cool. Saya Sanada, who was recently released from TNA, and Leona Fujinami, the son of WWE Hall of Famer Tatsumi Fujinami, and more, showed up to the Japan WWE tryouts. So, we'll see if WWE gives Fujinami's son and Sanada a shot.
I think it'd be good. They need, like I said, some more Japanese stars, especially if they're going to do some more
shows over in Japan.
Some big events over there.
I think Sanada would do great in there.
Yeah.
Did you see that longtime WWE creative member Brian Gerwitz wrapped up his 15-year career with WWE to work for Seven Bucks Productions, which is owned and operated by The Rock and his ex-wife Dani Garcia. So, Gerwitz is gone.
Wow.
After 15 years to go with The Rock.
Hey,
so I had to note that. I mean, how many times we brought up Gerwitz before, so.
Yeah, I mean.
He was up there in Vince's list.
Yeah, he was.
On guys that he liked, I think. Did you see John Laurinaitis was the one that booked the old Beast in the East special, in case anybody wondered. So props to Laurinaitis, other than that main event.
Yeah, that main event was terrible, but...
I think a lot of people were wondering who booked that, so Laurinaitis did.
John Laurinaitis. The build-up, like I said, everything for it was pretty awesome.
I think I did a hell of a job. Let's get the bushwhackers back out here. Okay. How about the announcer? The rules for the announcers were leaked online. I mean, I read into them a little bit. It wasn't nothing too shocking. Like, WWE had a list of rules for the announcers, and somebody leaked it online. I don't know how, but I didn't really read into it.
I heard that.
I looked at a few of them. It was kind of funny. Did you see, actually, Y2J's neck was injured after he took that dive from Neville during their match at the live event in Tokyo?
Yeah.
So we thought he looked kind of off.
Yeah, like we say, he looked a little stiff and wasn't moving real good. So.
Yeah, and I guess his status is unknown, but he announced it on his podcast that he got hurt. So that's interesting. WWE.com reported that J&J Security is out indefinitely, and Ziggler as well. And I reported that last week, but I just wanted to make a note of that. They are both storyline-wise out. Ziggler actually has signed a new deal with WWE, so we were wrong about last week saying that he was off because of the deal. He's actually filming 642, a thriller where he plays a cop named Ray Fitzpatrick, and it's scheduled to be filming for 4 weeks, and he's supposed to be back by SummerSlam. So glad they got him signed again.
Yeah.
He's not going to go do porn, I guess.
No, he's going to go do a WWE tank film.
Yep, go straight to the shit pile. Like they all do.
$5 bin.
Yeah! $3.74 now. I was there the other day. Anyway, they just keep getting cheaper.
They got a few. The documentaries do good, but...
Yeah, the documentaries are good. When it comes to the actual movies, they're horrible.
Yeah.
I haven't really seen all of them, but the ones I've seen, terrible.
There may be a couple decent ones, but...
I haven't seen them yet.
Yeah, it's...
Hey, you know, I was laughing because I seen that old Tyrus Brodus Clay was upset with Jarrett's TNA return. And boy, didn't we call that one?
Yeah.
He was pissed about it, I guess, and we knew it.
That little clip just walked off.
Yeah, just didn't even turn around and acknowledge him. Just got up, back to Jarrett, walked off out of camera.
Yep.
And he looked just depressed sitting in there.
Probably thinking, fuck.
I didn't really read into why he was upset with it, but I just thought it was funny because we did that like live reaction of him. It was funny.
Yeah, and probably because he's thinking that's gonna be like TNA over again.
I can't go back to WWE.
No.
What am I gonna do? I can't be Brodus Clay the Funkasaurus anymore.
You go wrestle Vader.
Oh, jeez. Vader, he's been on there.
He wrestled. I seen that match he wrestled.
That clip I put up there, yeah, that was great. Here he is, the superstar from the past.
I can't believe he actually... He didn't even have the same gear on. He had...
Straight t-shirt.
Yeah. It was all black, wasn't it?
Yeah, just a straight black t-shirt over the gimmick singlet there.
But I have to say, he still is, for that big of a guy, he's still in good shape.
Yeah, speaking of that, though, did you see Eric Young made an appearance at the GFW event? So, I mean, is this telling you that them and TNA are working together or what?
I mean, come on.
He came out and called out Jarrett.
Just taking all their good talent.
I think it's a whole big storyline.
Yeah,
and sooner or later, you know, TNA is just going to be absorbed into Global Force.
Yeah, you know, Jarrett and Dixie Carter were still on good terms.
Yeah, you know they want to drop that TNA name because of just the whole affiliation with TNA. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
I think that they want to get rid of that anyway, so what's a better time than they need to work together anyway?
And I guarantee if you look to see who had money in this company coming up.
Well, look at all
Dixie Carter's got some money going in it.
Oh yeah, and look at all Jarrett's connections he's got with all these other promotions and stuff. You don't think TNA wants a piece of that?
Yeah.
You know, it's just gonna happen eventually. And I mean, this stuff's just getting ridiculous now. Even reporting like it's a real deal.
No, I mean, I guarantee it was a deal that they made. And
yeah, same with Magnus.
You're gonna get paid for letting them use all the talent, good talent.
And they're making it seem like a real invasion, like that there really no connection to the two companies. But you know, Jarrett's got the King of the Mountain title, so how can that be?
Yeah, come on.
Yeah. So that was it for my notes. You got any more?
Let me see. I don't. Let's see.
I pretty much went through everything since last show, and that's all I could dig up.
I don't think
I do have one more, though. Did you see that injury that I posted by Rock from a set of his movie?
Oh, I did get hurt. Here he got injured by.
Yeah, that was just a joke, though. He was using a prosthetic hand.
Oh,
he fooled me. He fooled everybody.
Oh, wow.
It looked legit, man. It looked nasty, and I was like, ugh.
That's funny, though.
He fooled everybody.
Jeez.
I
just seen the reports that he was injured on set and all this.
My girlfriend even watched it and thought it was real. It was just disgusting.
I'll have to check it out.
Yeah, so.
Other than that, I don't have anything other than Cena was talking about the Owens feud. Hoping it'll go on a little longer.
Yeah, I've seen something about he said that Owens brings the best out in him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's just he can show that he can still go with these guys, and he said Owens
he can
for over a decade and a half in the Indies, and
that's something that Cena said too when he said, you know, WWE is his home, you know. He said that you can tune in and watch his US Open every week and see the matches that he has and see that he's putting on good shows and he's not just there to make money and he's there to help WWE go on. He said if he takes any movie roles, it'd be to advance WWE.
Yeah. So he's going to be there for the long haul.
Heck yeah, man. He's having the best matches this year. It's a toss-up. It's a toss-up between him and Owens.
Yeah, I mean...
We'll have to see where they go from here, but with Cena having the match that he had with Cesaro, too, it's like, geez, does this guy ever have a bad match anymore?
I know. I don't know what the hell happened.
This rubber match is going to be good, so...
I think he cut down a lot of his appearances and stuff like that, and probably actually in there in the ring.
Working on stuff.
Yeah.
Speaking of this rubber match, you want to go into the old Battleground predictions and end it off?
Yep.
Alright, man. Well, I'm going to start out with Barrett and Truth, the pre-show match they got, kickoff show match. I'm having Barrett over Truth.
Yeah.
Since Truth just got the win.
Yeah, it makes sense. I don't think they want to bury King Barrett. Like
At least
that.
they're giving King Barrett a spot on the pay-per-view.
Yeah, and R-Truth gets a spot.
Orton and Sheamus. I've been thinking about this. I think Sheamus is going to win against Orton. They love to have the guys lose in their hometowns.
Yeah.
And he's got the money in the bank, so they can't make him look weak. They got to have him beat Orton.
I actually think he'll win the match, but then I think Orton will end up beating the shit out of him afterwards.
Something's going to happen there, but I just see Sheamus winning the match because they just love to do that, and he's got the money in the bank. I was going to call Orton, but I'm taking Sheamus.
Yeah, if he's got... I mean, well...
And everybody thinks he's probably going to go over in his hometown.
Yeah.
I don't know. Who do you got? So you got Sheamus or Orton?
Let's see. I'm actually going to switch it up here and go with Orton.
Okay. All right. Reigns and
I
Wyatt.
think since Shane's got Money in the Bank, I think he doesn't have to win this match.
No, he doesn't have to. You're right. I'm still taking Sheamus, so I'm not going to change it. So,
Yeah.
Going on to Reigns and Wyatt, I've got Reigns.
Yeah.
I don't think they're going to have him lose. Wyatt's just been putting over everybody lately, so he better get something out of this.
Yeah, no. I think after this, I think he'll start getting a big push and getting wins.
Let's hope. He needs to do something, like I said. I mean, if they have to drop the gimmick and make him something else, I mean, do something.
Yeah.
New Day and the Primetime Players, I am really hoping the New Day take the titles, and I'm going to call them out, but I don't know. I'm calling New Day.
Yeah, I'm calling. Yeah, I think they need them back.
I think they do. It's kind of dropped them.
Primetime players really don't have to have the belts. They're getting over with the crowds anyway.
Why not have a little feud go back and forth with the belts? They haven't done that in a while.
Oh, man, the tag team division's getting decent. I just wish,
And they need to take some. They need to do something while the Usos are out.
Yeah, and it sucks Rowan got hurt because they would have been hell of a tag team.
So why not boost the New Day, 2-time champs?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm taking New Day. You too.
Yep.
We have the old match that gets going to be thrown out because of Ryback, but I'm going to take The Miz in this match. I was going to take him winning the IC, but now I'm going to have to take him over Show because he seems like the one that's been getting screwed every week and looking weak. So I have my opinion, I think they're going to have Miz go over.
Yeah, I think they
If they even have them, they're not going to have an IC title match now, but I'm thinking him and Big Show at least will go one-on-one.
Yeah, I think Big Show, too, he go over. He let Miz go over.
Yeah.
Miz got
Somehow.
another movie coming out, or?
I don't think so. I think Miz already shot a movie, so. Yeah, he just returned from that one, remember, with Summer Rae.
That's right. I still think he's gonna get the win, though.
I don't know. Do you see Ryback getting involved at all? I mean, they kept Rusev in the storyline, so why not keep Ryback in the storyline?
Depends how his knees feel and if he has any fluid on it.
You can't really be around people with the staff, though, right?
Yeah, you don't really. And then other people get that stuff. I don't know if he might have just an infection in there. I don't know. Yeah, you don't want him around any other guys.
Yeah. So, I don't know. I think Miz is going to do something.
Yeah.
Then we have the old rubber match, Owens and Cena, and I'm taking Owens for the U.S. title here. They've got to.
I agree.
They've got to have him take the belt.
Yeah, I think that's one of the reasons too that he.
I'm kind of gonna be disappointed though, because Cena's run's been awesome. So, like, do they really want to end it?
Yeah, I know.
I don't know. It's gonna be interesting, but I'm taking Owens.
Yeah, I'm gonna take Owens, and they could continue the feud and have Cena win it back. And
I liked the U.S. Open lately.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, it's sweet having them.
I don't know though. It's been going on for a while now. It's about time for a change.
Yeah. And Owens is a perfect person to take it.
Yeah, Owens needs the rub with the belt, in my opinion. He's better with a belt. He's a guy that a belt helps, because he doesn't have much of a gimmick.
And still keep the belt relevant.
Right, and he doesn't have much of a gimmick other than being like a prize fighter, so it's just only fitting that he has a belt.
Right.
Okay, coming.
Use that to propel him, and if he wants his match with Brock, maybe.
How about him and Taker getting built up? Could they start something here? I mean.
Yeah, possibly.
That'd be a way for Cena to keep it.
Yeah.
Then we have Brock and Rollins for the world title, the WWE title. Definitely going with Brock. But possibly I could see Rollins coming out somehow if Taker shows up.
Definitely going with him, but I don't know. For some reason, I got some feeling. I don't know.
I have a feeling Rollins may come out with it, but I got to take Brock for the safe pick.
Yeah. And let Taker, if he gets involved somehow, I was thinking more help Brock, but then it all depends. I don't know. Maybe he could come out, heel Taker, or just come out.
I don't think they're going to heel Taker out, but really, Brock's not a straight face yet, I don't think. I mean, he kind of is.
Unless Rollins has somebody come to help him that we don't know about.
I guess he's got no choice but to be the face in this feud.
Well, Trips comes out to help Rollins, and then Taker comes out. Helps Brock, and Brock takes it.
I don't know. That's if we see Taker make the comeback, though. It's gonna be interesting.
Yeah.
Definitely gonna put some possibilities, and it's gonna be really interesting Sunday.
Yeah.
So.
I'll go with Brock, but like I said, anything can happen.
Yeah, and we will
they could throw some crazy twist in.
Right, and we will be back next week to let everybody know what went down at Battleground for sure. And
possibly be there. We may, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know if it's gonna happen, but we wanted to go, but it's not looking good right now. So I'm not gonna give 100% say we're gonna be there, but we may. You never know.
Hopefully we are.
So that'll bring episode 35 to a close. I'm going to say peace out until episode 36. I'm going to thank everybody for tuning in and listening. As always, if it's your first time listening to us, give us a subscribe on YouTube. If you find us on Facebook, like us there. You can find us on either site by searching Brawl for All Pro Wrestling Show. But yeah, thanks for listening, guys. Jeff, I'm going to say peace out, man.
Yep. Thanks to everybody for listening, and hopefully we get C-Dub back on.
Yeah, hopefully we can get those guys back on. Shout out to C-Dub. Oh, yeah, I got to shout out and plug Chronochord Media. Their link will be in the description. We like to do cross-promotion with them, and if you've listened to our past episodes with C-Dub, we always love getting him on here and listening to his opinions. They're really awesome. So go back and check him out and support Chronochord Media as well. So thanks for getting that in there, Jeff.
Yep, no problem.
Well, thanks for getting on here as always, Jeff, and like I said, I'm going to say peace out till episode 36. Thanks for listening, guys.
Great to be on here.
Yep.
Peace out.
Peace, guys.